Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt McCoy. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news tonight, one person is dead after a fire destroyed a home in Peterson, a community just past Holt. According to Captain Lloyd Baker with the Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit, investigators responded to the 13,000 block of Morrison Lane about 3:15 a.m. yesterday morning concerning a mobile home fire. According to Baker, one person was killed in the fire, although the ID of the person is pending. Baker says he believes the victim is the 57-year-old that lived in the mobile home with his 29-year-old son. Baker says the victim's son says the home had no power service at the time of the fire. The Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit is investigating the cause of that fire. We're just 2 days away from the Tuscaloosa 7-day alcohol vote, and people all over town are having mixed feelings about the potential for today being one of the last Sundays without alcohol sales. If voters approve that referendum, any business holding a license to sell alcohol through the week would be eligible to sell on Sunday from noon until 9:30, including bars and restaurants. WVUA spoke to patrons at local restaurants to get their feelings on the issue.
Do not think that Sunday sales will make that big a difference in the economic fortunes of the restaurants around town, so I think we can do without it.
I believe it's a violation of separation in church and state to have alcohol sales restricted on Sunday.
Of course I'm going to be voting on Tuesday. It's very important. And of course I'm going to vote yes on it because I want to see us have more freedoms instead of less freedoms.
One group of people that bar and restaurants have been targeting to vote is the student population. Signs have popped up in bars like the Bear Trap, Buffalo Phil's, and Big Al's, urging people to vote on February 22nd. So that got us thinking, how many of the college-age voters will make that trip to the polls to vote on Tuesday?
I just think that, you shouldn't go and buy alcohol on Sundays because you have 6 other days to go buy alcohol.
I think it's imperative to support what you can, do what you can for the economy and sell alcohol. It's not, it's no different than if you sell it on Monday.
I personally don't drink on Sundays for religious reasons, but I think it would overall help the economy in Tuscaloosa.
Here is the list of the polling places for Tuesday's vote. If you're living in District 1, your polling place is the Tuscaloosa Department of Transportation's Auditorium. District 2, the McDonald Hughes Multipurpose Center. District 3, the Tuscaloosa Academy. District 4 is Calvary Baptist Church. If you're living in District 5, you're voting at the Boys and Girls Club of Tuscaloosa County. District 6, the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. And District 7, the Belk Activity Center. You can find a full list of places to vote on our website, WVUATV.com. Just search for the word polling. And if you have any questions leading up to Tuesday's vote, you can call Tuscaloosa's 311 information line. And of course, on the night of the vote, turn to WVUA for live results updates every half hour starting at 7 p.m. Well, pictures are said to be worth 1,000 words, but you could argue some are worth a little more. Soledad O'Brien takes a look at the work of civil rights photographer Ernest Withers.
Through one lens, Memphis and much of the American South was a frightening place to be. But through another lens, the lens belonging to budding photojournalist Ernest Withers, it could also be exhilarating, exciting, inspiring.
I don't think that he had the impression at the time that he was taking this for preservation of history, but he had a sense of the purpose and importance of what he was doing.
If you look at his work, one of the things he had a feel for was the little guy, the poor guy that's working hard. He had a way of being able to photograph someone's face. It was almost like you were looking at the person's hands or something, because you could see how hard their lives had been, and it was in their faces.
In 1960, black sharecroppers in Fayette County, Tennessee, were being evicted from their homes for registering to vote. Tent City was an emergency camp set up on donated land for those people who suddenly found themselves with no food, no shelter, nowhere to turn. Withers rushed there with the only aid he had, his camera.
That was a sense of mission to him. I can remember him calling all the different editors and reporters around the country. He literally called
to pitch the story.
Right. That's what he would do on numerous occasions when he felt that it was something that really needed to be exposed. He had his own mission, a purpose.
What was that?
It's to expose things.
Today was the first official day of the Kentuck Clay Co-op program in downtown Northport. The Clay Co-op is a pilot program of the Kentuck Museum Association. For a reasonable fee, potters of all skill levels can work on their clay making hobby with their very own studio space. Kentuck's ongoing mission is to perpetuate the arts, engage the community, and empower the artist. We spoke with Executive Director of the Kentuck Museum Association, Jan Pruitt, who told us what makes the clay place so unique.
Art is a way to refresh your soul, and especially not just to be a spectator, but to be a participant. And so we want to draw people to both see the work of professional artists and then to express their artistic sides themselves and to learn techniques and to find what's interesting to them. And so Kentuck is all about experimentation and going forward.
For more information on their membership application and Kentuck's Clay Co-op hours, you can visit their website at www.kentuck.org. Well, tonight, a ceremony on the University of Alabama campus commemorated students for their good grades. Ladies of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority came out dressed in black for their annual scholarship ball. They awarded one high school senior with a $500 book scholarship and also gave a collegiate scholarship of $1,000. The president of the Delta Sigma Theta, Kiara Wilson, told us why awarding these scholarships is so important to their organization.
Our organization was founded on scholarship, sisterhood, and service, and we try to strive and honor scholarship as much as we can. And if we see outstanding individuals on campus who are living up to those ideals, then we only see it fitting to honor them.
After the banquet, attendees enjoyed dancing and live music to end the night.